So many times I've heard parents say how challenging it is and how difficult and how rough it is going through potty training with your toddler. My daughter, my oldest, has just turned 3, and the potty training has begun. And she is really doing well, a lot better than I thought. We're still not there yet. We still wear pull-ups on occasion, but she is doing very well. I've definitely had to clean up some accidents on the floor and on her. That comes with the territory. But my goodness, how many times have I heard parents complain about the potty training phase and just how difficult it was and how much they were ready for their child to be fully potty trained so that they didn't have to go through all the cleanups and all the mess that comes with it. Life is messy. It is. But the messiness sometimes can be some of the best experiences. It's kind of like if you're an artist, you know how it is when you're painting something and you get paint all over you. There's just something about that moment and that experience of making a work of art, even amongst the mess that was made. There's something really special about that. As I am learning more and growing closer to God, growing closer in my relationship with Jesus, He's revealing some truths to me that the messy parts of life do not have to be so bad. Now, I'm not saying the circumstances are different from anybody else's, but the emotional side of things can be different. And our emotional responses to things can be different. As soon as my daughter was showing signs that she was ready to potty train, I first was starting to think, okay, what are the best books out there? What are the best resources for this? Then I stopped myself and I said, no, I'm going to go to God first. If He leads me to a resource like a book or a video or a friend, a family member, that's great. That's okay with me. But I want Him to lead me. I want Him to show me what to do. And He did, as He always does. He always shows us what we need. We just have to listen. And God gave me a plan of action. One morning it just came to me and I said, all right, we're going to do this. So I showed her and it really has been working. Now, as I said before, we're having to clean up a lot of messes, of course. We're having some accidents occasionally, but I'm seeing major improvement. It's happening a little faster than I was anticipating. But the biggest thing I'm learning from this is that when you focus and let God lead you through something, when you just relax and let Him bring these ideas to you, it can be a beautiful and wonderful experience. Hi. Hey, kitty. I love kitties. I love everything God created. All of nature is so beautiful in its own way. Some moms may not believe me, but I am actually having a lot of fun potty training my daughter. Now, bear in mind, I have an almost 3-month-old baby who I'm taking care of as well. And it's usually just me. I do have some wonderful parents and a fantastic husband who help when they can, when they're available. My husband does work full time, so he's usually not home during the day. So it's just me and my 2 girls. But even with it being just me, I am having a blast. There are certainly chaotic times. There's times when I have my hands more than full and I feel like, oh, how am I going to handle this? But God is teaching me that if I keep my perspective right, if I keep my focus on Him, if I just relax and live each day recognizing how He's with me, how much He loves me, and doing everything I can to continue to learn that truth and know it like I know my own name, the circumstances just don't have the same effect on me emotionally. Who knew that I would have a blast potty training my 3-year-old and not feel overwhelmed by it, not feel like I'm losing my mind every time I have to clean up a mess? I can genuinely smile while I'm cleaning up. I'm not sitting there crying my eyes out because, oh no, another mess. I'm genuinely smiling. I'm happy on the inside, and it's coming out on the outside. The more I keep that as my focal point. God's way is the best way. Always, always. And we as believers, so many times we say that and we think we know it, but until you are genuinely focusing on your relationship and let that be the priority in your life, not that you don't do anything else, but just that you do everything with God through Jesus and his power. Let him be with you. He's with you, and he wants to enjoy the moment with you and guide you through things. So let him. Recognize that he's with you. And it just changes everything. Everything can be so much better. This life does not have to be overwhelming, stressful, negative. It doesn't have to be that way. And that's why this is so unpopular. This mindset is not popular. The popular mindset is to share all the woes of parenthood. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, it's so challenging. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Oh, these kids. Oh, if only they'll just be this age and that age. You know what? One day they're going to be grown and gone. And how many parents have I heard complaining about that? Wanting their kids to be young again. Where's my little baby again? I miss those ages. Did you? Do you really miss it? We should be enjoying every moment with our children and every moment of life, even if you don't have kids. God has a plan for you. He has a plan for me. And how awesome is it that the number one priority of his plan is just to be with you and enjoy a relationship with you. He wants to enjoy that relationship. He wants to enjoy talking with you and guiding you and helping you in your life. He gets a thrill over that. So let him. Don't deprive him of that. Keep him in the forefront of your mind all the time. As a mom with 2 littles, I know how hard it can be. And sometimes I have felt like I don't get any God time. But you know what? God is in all of these moments. When you're spending time with your kids and you're enjoying these stages of life, just remind yourself in those moments that this is God. That love that you feel, the laughter that you share together, all of those good, wonderful, priceless moments, that is God. And if you recognize it and you just thank him, just spend 1 second saying, thank you, God, for this moment. That is how we can grow in our relationship. It is possible. So, I'm enjoying potty training with my 3-year-old. What are you enjoying today?